Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're back for the finale of Spiritfarer. We're at 95% completed, 38 hours in. Where we left stream yesterday, we have Jackie's house to improve on the boat. Jackie came back, and we're starting to get some real good dialogue about Jackie. We just need to come up with the required materials here, which are 1 crystal glass sheet and 1 rose gold sheet. And then we need to send Buck off by going to the last lighthouse. And then we need to ourselves go to the door. And that's the plan for the next hour or whatever it takes to finish the game. We're here until it ends today. So I've loved this game, and I'm so sad to see it going already. But I also know that it's time for something new, and it's time to, reach some concluding thoughts. So that's what we're going to try and do in the next little bit. Yeah. Time says I'm back from lurking in time for Spiritfarer. Let's go, Time. I also was going to look at the thing that you drew. Time, I forgot that I hadn't looked at your DM yet. Can I show this on... oh, my God. Can I show this on stream time? Time sent me some Spiritfarer fan art that Time drew and said, "You've now gotten to the point in Spiritfarer that you can see my fan art piece. When Stanley left, I went and stood in his room for a while thinking about the goodbye. Daffodil happened to sit like he was staring at one of the big mushrooms and waiting for it to pop up into Stanley. I just wanted to draw that." So I'm going to show you that right now. Isn't this cool? Oops. Look at Daffodil. This is Time's fan art of Stanley's room. This is really good, Time. I love the mushrooms. I love it. Time says I'm back from lurking in time for Spiritfarer. I just had a call with my dad. It was nice to chat with him. I knew originally Time said I have something that I can't show you yet because you haven't seen it. And I said, send it to me once I've seen whatever it is. And it was Stanley leaving, apparently. Oops. Ann says time to hire Time for season 3. I like that idea. Okay, I think we need to make 1 crystal glass sheet, and that's it. 1 crystal glass sheet, and that'll be Jackie's last thing. Jab's lurking. Sounds good, Jab. All right, we'll make our last thing here. Upgrade Jackie. My goal is to get Jackie off of the boat before I get Buck off of the boat. Why? I don't know. It just feels right. Yeah. Buster says it feels so poetic with this game ending today and the whole theme of this game. On a Friday. Fresh Air Friday. Speaking of Friday, what do you guys have? If you haven't told me about weekend plans already, what do you got planned for the weekend? Megan and I are in full baby prep mode. Yesterday we had doctor's appointment, 3-hour labor class. This weekend we're painting the nursery. We are painting nursery a very slightly different color of sage green than it already is. I can't wait. We're gonna spend the big project of our weekend is painting the room a tiny different shade of green than it already was. Can't wait. Can't wait. Jackie, you want to talk? I'm hanging out with Cheers tonight. Yeah, gonna try Indian food for the first time. First time trying Indian food? Oh my god. I probably built some Legos. That sounds delicious, first off. Let me know what you think. Evo's heading to my parents tomorrow. I hope that goes okay. No plans aside from getting my bicycle fixed and ordering food and watching F1 with Davey. I'm gonna see family tomorrow. The first time in a while, and especially after getting engaged. I'm very excited. First off, congratulations on getting engaged. I don't know that I knew that. Neat. Whoa, books. Yeah, sure. Takes me back. Jackie got a bunch of self-help books. Let's see if that helps at all. Maybe I'd have turned out different if I had stayed in school. When I dropped out, my parents kicked me out of the house. They, shit. No, they didn't kick me out. Not right away, anyway. I just spent the next couple of years freeloading. I don't even remember what I did with all my time. Nothing, probably. They were pretty nice about it, but after a while, we started arguing, like a lot, and over nothing. And then I moved out. I was just too proud. We pretty much stopped talking. So I guess they didn't kick me out at all. You know the rest of the story. I needed a job. The hospital was so understaffed that they hired just about anybody. What a shit decision that was. Better get into these books. Thanks, Stella. The request is called Letting It Go for Dummies. I like that Jackie is learning to walk back his lies. He's like, they kicked me out. They didn't kick me out. Aw, K-Bell says, my daughter and her fiance are coming over tomorrow to spend time with the dogs for the last time. We're going to do footprints. Aw. I'm glad they're coming over, and I'm glad you can do that. And I'm sorry it has to happen. Willow Whisper says, thank you. I got engaged recently. I haven't had time to mention it. What are the deets? Tell me all the deets. Tell me anything you're comfortable with. You got engaged. Did you do the asking? Did you have the asking done to you? Did the proposal happen unto thee, or did thee propose unto thou? What are we talking? Location? Was anyone there? I'm a sucker for engagement stories. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. All right, rise and shine, you little turds. For what might be the last time really soon. Asking done to me, even though I will be proposing to him in the future. I love that. I love that. I said little turd. Little turd in chat says, huh? What's up? Tell thee thou deets. Give me thy details. Jackie, where you at? Okay, I guess we could do the Hikarashima Lighthouse if we wanted to. Let's do it. See what Jackie's up to afterwards. Maybe Jackie's on the island. Let's see here. I'm watching Ryan play BG3 and playing BG3 myself, and not much, I think, but I'll try to go out and do something for Fresh Air Friday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're getting to the point where I'm starting to like try and schedule the very last Baldur's Gate 3 recordings. Like, Ryan, would you cosplay Withers? Buster, did you know that I went to a Halloween party dressed up as Withers this year? Did you know that? Okay, how do I get up here? Oh, I climbed the tower. Duh. It was a bad costume, but I dressed up as Withers for Halloween. Yeah. We need photos. They're pretty bad. I don't know that I would share them widely, but I think you could maybe even find them in the Discord. You might not be able to. I'm not sure. Somebody who was just in chat was at that party. I think they left. No, call me John. Thank you. I'll change the category right now. Thank you. I forgot that I was going to change it. Thank you. Okay. So, I think when we get back to the boat, we'll have to do our final, like, goblin fight, probably. We'll go from there. Willow Whisper says, my fiance was going to do it in a butterfly garden since I love them so much, but it wasn't fall. It wasn't full due to construction. He instead proposed to me on a cliff overlook in a state park that I adore. I thought he was joking at first. Then the emotions hit me hard. It was just me and him, and it was very nice. How long have you guys dated? That's lovely. That's really good. Megan and I got married in a state park at a cliff overlook that we adore. So I like the sound of that. Stella, I'm in a bad way, Stella. I don't know how you can stand the sight of me. I can't even stand myself. Well, doesn't that just about sum it up, Janky? You can't stand yourself, and therefore all these decisions keep getting made? The books, I hate them. They're just a load of apologetic bullshit. They all say the same thing. Be the change you want to see in the world. I don't know that they all say the exact same thing. I think that's a little reductionist, but maybe you're just not in a place to, receive it. Ask for forgiveness. There's always time to be better. Do you think I can get better? Do you think I deserve forgiveness? Yes. Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Little doe-eyed Stella. You're smart, but you're an idiot. People don't change. Know why? All these books, they say you can change by acting different. They're all looking forwards into the future, but the future doesn't exist. It's a big whole bunch of nothing. A bag of lies we tell ourselves so that we can be happy. In comic books, the heroes forgive the villain, and then he joins their team, and everything's good forever. We conveniently forget that they've raised a whole city. They're genocidal maniacs, but it's okay, because forgiveness, real life ain't like that. People, they're made up of all the things they've done. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. Same for everybody. You can't ever change your past, no matter how much you hate it. That is the saddest line I have heard in a week. You can't change, and you can't ever change your past, no matter how much you hate it. The self-loathing is strong in this one. Willow Whisper says we dated for 2 years. Incredible. Incredible. So you're going to do an ask as well? Do you got any ideas how you're going to do it? There's no Ryan in the Discord. Dressed up as Withers. Let's see here. I don't know where my Halloween. Okay, you can see a little bit of my nipples, so ignore it. However, this is Withers. I wore a robe. I had a skull mask with gold tape on it, and cloth bandages and a staff. This is Kmart Withers. That's Withers. I know that's not zoomed in, but in high def, but. Katilla says, I know you're supposed to say yes in this moment to Jackie, but I'm in therapy because of people like him. So I went, not my circus, not my monkeys, and I said no. Do I feel bad about it? No. Do I think it's true? Honestly, also no. But I'm not going to be the one to heal him. I think that's fine. Yeah. I don't know that supposed to is I know you put quotations around it, meaning you probably understand that supposed is a weird word. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think there's a bad reaction to these fictional characters necessarily. Just gotta own up to it. What if you can't? Nothing. That's what. Listen, Stella, I'm sick of it. I give up. It was a fun ride. Actually, it was shit. Just give me a holler when we get to the Everdor. I'll get out of everyone's way. The depths of the pit. I gotta say, how do I phrase it? I think that sort of reaction, Katilla, to Jackie, I don't even think that's an uncommon reaction necessarily. I don't know. Like, I can't pull the people who have played this game other than the people in my chat. But that doesn't seem like an uncommon reaction to people like Jackie in real life. I I also think some good can come from people, from the few people who can find a way to forgive if they can. But I don't think that's anyone's individual responsibility. Does that make sense? I think being hurt by a person like Jackie is a totally fine, like, no one's requiring you to forgive him. I think you know and you said. But I think there exists some of those, like, there exist also those other people, or like the chance for a different person to find that forgiveness, or not. And I think that, you know, is also special. I use the word supposed because I felt like I had to say yes the first time I played, but I like that the game lets you say no. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. My therapist told me to take my anger out on him, so this time I tried to feed him hospital food, and I was mean to him. I love that. Oh my God, Willow Whisper says, absolutely, I have plans. My fiance has a pretty bad short-term memory, so I was able to ask about some ideas, and he completely forgot about them. My goal is to take him to a historical reenactment, and then to take him out to a pinball arcade afterwards. His friends even got him to say which ring he would like the best, and so I also have that one in the works. It's Fallout themed. It's Fallout Boy themed? You're getting a Fallout Boy themed ring? I don't know that that's what you meant, but if that is what you meant, that's incredible. Anne's playing Tactician difficulty in BG3 and playing it well. Let's go. Fallout the video game series. I like that too. But Fallout Boy would be funny, right? He hates Fallout Boy. Damn it.
Sublime. At last, the world erupts in elation. All the fires have been lit. Tondor has arisen. The Lich God Gornemloth is on the verge of being defeated once more. But what is it? What is this terrible ruckus you hear? 1,000 war horns roar at once. Could it be? Fatefully, yes, the final assault of the Shadow Steel clan, led by One-Eye Ormgrathog himself, clad in the eldritch armor of Rongmar. Ormgrathog points his loathsome blade at you. You won't escape me this time, you miserable maggot. I will destroy you and the hopes of this world. Trembling in fear and apprehension, you gather your inner strength to face the enemy. Make a courage check. 18. Success! The orc won't scare you, for you are the light bearer, the chosen one. Now the time has come for you to show them what you are made of. Fight!
Let's do it. Give me XP potions. I want it. I wonder if this fight's any different. Give me them XP potions. Not Omgrathog. Oh no. Omgrathog, why? Not your orc blade. Nomgrathor. Oh no. Defeating all the goblins. Ooh, I didn't have any. I used my dash. Why did I use my dash? That's why I didn't have any light. There we go. Okay. Please go. There we go. One more. One here. Oops. I honestly don't remember what I picked with Jackie, but I do remember sitting there for a long time trying to decide what to pick because I didn't want to make it about what he deserved. I love that way of thinking, llamas. Holy cow. I honestly wonder how... This is going to sound a little weird. I wonder how Megan would react to Jackie. I think she would share a lot of our feelings. But here's what I would say. And maybe Megan wouldn't say it the exact same way, but here's how I would say it, or how I would guess Megan would react. Megan has been hurt by a person a little like Jackie, a person who was really mentally ill, was not in that way able to love himself or the people around him the way that they deserved or the way that he deserved. And who had to sort of hit rock bottom before he realized that he'd made some mistakes and apologized to her. And that person was me. After the first time that I broke up with Megan, before I went to grad school, and I took 2 years to, hit rock bottom and figure out my life, and then realize I'd really fucked up. And thankfully, she took me back. She didn't have to. But I honestly see a lot, not completely. I don't think I did anything like Daria necessarily. But I see in Jackie right now a lot of me at 23, 22, 21, 22. The parallels aren't like 100%. But I did a lot of like hurting people that, because I couldn't, because I loathed myself a lot. And I don't know that means that I don't say that. I don't think that means I have a more accurate opinion of Jackie, because what does that even mean, more accurate? I think it means I have a tendency to give some sympathy to Jackie that maybe lots of other people wouldn't give, and I think that's totally fair. Totally fair. Yeah, it's not a one-to-one relationship there, like a one-to-one parallel. Jackie's pretty different than I was at 22, but also me at 22 has some things that were a little bit like Jackie. And I, hurt a lot of people, including the future, my future wife, as one of those people, and some friends and some family. And hopefully I hurt them a little bit less bad than Jackie hurt Daria, but, and I think a lot of those people were a little bit less vulnerable than Daria was, unfortunately. But yeah, that's why I'm interested in hearing what Megan would say about Jackie. Maybe we can get her to play it sometime. And also, God, I'm so thankful that for a lot of things, but I'm thankful, I made it to like 24 to 25 and had a chance to learn some things to turn it around a little bit. And I'm thankful for the people who forgave me. Not that they needed to or were required to or made the right decision by doing so, but I'm still very thankful that they did. Yeah.
Through the thick mist of the aftermath, a silhouette is barely discernible against the
Now let's get the D&D campaign here. The final episode of the D&D campaign here. I've been Jackie too, and I'm very glad for the people who are able to see past that. Now you're having a little baby. We're having a little baby. Forgiveness is such a big topic. I think the great thing about it is letting go, not for them, but for yourself. It feels good to receive it, but in my thinking, forgiveness is a great way for closure. I love that time. The other thing I will say is that I struggle with the word forgiveness because of its religious connotations and the fact that for 20 years, 18 years of my life, forgiveness was only a word was 95% of it a word used in a context that I eventually outgrew and then had to learn a whole new meaning for that word because because it wasn't it was one thing that then I hopefully outgrew, or at least disagreed with, or at least changed my opinion on. But yeah. Stella says, I think objectively Jackie has the potential to be better. Everyone does. I'm just not the person to tell that to people who cause medical trauma. Absolutely, Catilla. Absolutely. Yeah. That's one of the parts of the religious context, for me personally, of forgiveness that I struggled with, was that when forgiveness felt required of you, no matter how no matter what, I'll just say it that way. That felt like it felt to me, and again, I'm speaking only individual experience, it felt near predatory. And I think in some cases it is used that way, and that sucks. That really sucks. And this is the beauty of this game and the complexity of life, because now, 10 years later, 15 years later, 13 years later, forgiveness has a very different meaning for me, and is a thing that I, just has a whole different like set of contexts and meanings and etc. Which I think is lovely. Yeah. Anyways, I want to really soak up. I'm not going to stop this conversation. Keep having it if you'd like. I'm going to focus my attention really quickly on Buck because I'm really excited for this campaign ending.
A silhouette is barely discernible against the terrifying backdrop of a gargantuan battle. All free people of the world are holding their breath, hearts pounding in their chests. A deafening silence creeps in an atmosphere thick as rock. Victory! The chosen one has triumphed. She who bears the light has conquered. In a crackling sound of terror, Gornimloth's shadow stops immediately its course over the darkened sky. The Lich God is no more. May the radiant Fae bless our souls. May Halor forever watch over your path. May the graces of Imelda sing our praises for eons to come. The world is saved. And now, jaded but jolly, the hero stands up once more. Jaded but jolly. Looking at the horizon, her heart fills with hope, her resolve stronger than ever. A chapter of her adventures might be completed, but her story is far from over. Rejoice, free people of the world, for the chosen one will be back. But for now, she will rest her heavy shoulders, unload her burden, and once more gaze at the stars. Hot damn, I'm tired. Congrats! You did it, Stella. Okay, now if you don't mind, I need to take a break. I'll take some time to think about what great adventure could come next. A space opera with lasers and spaceships? A post-apocalyptic road war setting? Or a horrific eldritch adventure with cosmic horrors, maybe? We'll see. Buck, thank you for your time. Thank you for your duties. Buck is legit sleeping. Thank you for our sessions. Hi, Cypher. Hello.
Hi all. I'm just dropping in and found out I've been subscribed for 20 months. I hope everyone is having a good day, or at least a better one, than earlier today. I'm not going to stay long today. Also, I just had an interview for a part-time position that seems fun. The interviewer laughed at some of what I said, smiley face.
I love that, Cypher. Hell yeah. Congrats on the interview that went really well. Thank you. Thank you for the 20 months. I'm having a great day. How are you doing today, Cypher? That was a great ending. D&D campaign has been so much fun. I love Buck so much. Catilla can now say balls. Let's freaking go, Catilla. Llama says, as someone who still practices my childhood religion, it's one of my many balancing issues. One of many balancing issues I've been wrestling with since truly living on my own. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. In just 1 month, balls. Oh my God. No, that's now you just said balls 3 times, which technically would be like 6 balls. So that one I'm probably gonna have to delete. You can do that one when you hit 60 hours. You can say balls once per message. Is that rude of me? That's rude of me. For those of you who don't know, we have a rule where once you've watched stream for 20 hours, you can say balls. You can talk about 2 balls. Okay, I think Buck is going to be thinking about the next adventure, and Jackie is ready for the door. I'm going to talk to Jackie real quick to see if there's anything else. Never mind. I'll set the... I'll set sail for the door, because I think it's about that time. Ryan changes the rules about balls whenever he wants. That's true. I just literally do. I mean, the big rule is 20 hours for 2, but, you know. I change the rules whenever I want. Hi, Jackie. I harvested some honey. Take it. What do you like for food again? Doesn't really say. I have all these meals, Jackie. Do you want to try, like, some surf and turf? Damn right. A meaty dish. You know, Stellars, I'm a big boy. Only meat can give me the protein to sustain my body. It ain't rocket science. That's the stuff.
Commander, the time has come for you to cast a level 3.
This is the thing I've heard before. Buck likes comfort food, and I don't know if I have any more. Cornbread, I think we gave to you last time, right? Yeah. Popcorn? Praise be Halor.
Wow, I'm impressed. Your playstyle has been so good so far. I mean, your spells could be a bit optimized for sure, but your roleplay is frackin' A. Even Bob was impressed. And yeah, we've never had a girl at the table before. We're happy you're here. I'm really happy. I'll try to finish the campaign to the best of my ability. More NPCs, more background elements, more magic items. I mean, Stella, I can't believe the campaign is over. I'm thrilled, but I don't know. I feel empty now. You know what? I'll prepare a little something else for you. Something simpler. Just to take a breather.
Are we going to do a one-shot?
Commander, I have some snacks. Stella, do you want some?
Oh, my God. Did you just give me all the food from all of our friends? I was in dire need of a spirit heal. My mana was low. Cornbread sounds so good right now. Cornbread does sound really good right now. I'm getting hungry and it's only 2 o'clock. Cypher says, today is good so far. Hell yeah. Okay. Don't sleep. Go this way. Don't sleep. Go this way. Let's go here. We're going to bring Jackie here. Say goodbye to Jackie. Maybe say goodbye to Buck. We'll see. I am at the point where all of the quests and stuff, I would like to go to Susan maybe one last time. I think that could be fun. And then I think otherwise I'm ready to say goodbye. Buck gave you food to stop starving people? Interesting. Buck is dropping hints at Ryan. All right, Jackie, I don't want to be that that guy, but there's the door. Jackie, you're going the wrong way. Jackie? Door's that way. My friend? Are we there? Yep. Oh, hey, Stella. It's time, huh? I cleaned up a bit. Might as well leave the place tidy. Oh, you did. You picked up the bottles and stuff. Is that a little less self-loathing? I found this old suitcase, so I packed my stuff. But I guess I don't need it anymore. It kind of feels silly. I'll just leave it here. You ready to do this? I'm ready. Okay, sure. I'll be in the tender. What is the tender? I don't know what that means. Oh my god, he's got some creatine here. Dumbbells. Time to go all the way back down, I know, right? What's the Tinder? It's a dating app. That's, you know what? Great point. Bye, Jackie. Don't let the Everdore hit you where the good Lord split ya. I have never heard where the good Lord split ya before. That's a reference to an ass crack? Oh my god. I've learned something. We learned something with Wordle connections thrice today. Where the good Lord split ya is news to me. That's incredible. I've never heard that before. I've heard don't let the door hit you on the way out. You know, like all variations of that. But like where the good Lord split ya is new to me. That's very funny. Hey, Stella. Speaking of ass cracks. I know it's a bit late, but I wanted to thank you for taking care of me. You know, on the boat. I know I didn't deserve it. Maybe that's the difference between you and me. Oh, Tony, I love that idea. You don't care. Can I get an exclamation Ray Hey in the chat? You don't care about all that. You don't judge. I don't want to sound mean, but you're simple like that. You don't want to sound mean. Maybe be careful, Jackie. You see someone who needs help, and you help them. No questions asked. No payment expected. That's just how you are. And you didn't try and stop me when I said I wanted to leave. Thanks for respecting that. I remember when I started working at the hospital. People kept telling me how great and noble I was for doing it. I was happy to take the compliment. I felt proud. I even started to believe it. You know, I worked in that hospital for 15 years. I'm not trying to make any excuses, but I never saw my bosses, not once. Just an endless parade of supervisors and managers, and half a box of donuts for the night staff on New Year's Eve. That is such a beautifully sad way of putting that. Half a box of donuts for the staff on New Year's Eve. Oh, buddy. That Ray Hay quote broke Streamlabs? I think it might have. Oh, no. Wait. All of you misspelled it. I think it worked for everybody who spelled it right. Let me see. I think it did. I see the million different ways to spell Ray Hay. That's so funny. There you go. 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 I looked at a bunch of Ray Hays and I was like, oh yeah, it broke. No, that's E before A. That one's. There was a book, Jackie says. Never changed, chat. You know, in the books you gave me. It was about myths and stuff. Like old ass stories. One of the book's chapters was about the afterlife. Things that happen after people die. In one of the stories, there was a river. I have to stop really quickly and say a little bit more about half a bag of donuts for the staff on New Year's Eve. We talk a lot in, I don't know if you guys know this, take a shot. I have a master's degree in creative writing. We spoke a lot in the creative writing program about stories need details like that suggest so much more than they are. You could say the phrase, we were underappreciated. You could say the phrase, we were asked to work hard days like New Year's Eve without much recompense or without feeling adequately appreciated for it. You can say those things. Saying them is one thing, and it often is less effective than a small detail that paints a better emotional picture. For instance, I feel more emotion hearing half a bag of donuts on New Year's Eve for the staff than I do being told to feel sad and feel like the person was underappreciated. The emotion comes up organically because I picture it and I picture how sad it would make me. It's basically show don't tell. It's basically show don't tell. But it's also the importance of the like resonant detail. It's the importance of the detail so good that it does so much more than the broad picture. The detail is the thing. Anyways, myths of the afterlife. In one of the stories, there was a river, and if you drank from it, you'd forget everything from your life, just like a blank slate. Poof, like that. And was that tempting to you, Jackie? Ain't that crazy? And then there was this other place with a weird name, like Shoal, something like that. It was kind of like hell, except not really. No fire, no pitchforks. That's where dead folks go, not just the bad ones, everybody. In the Shoal, I remember that everybody's equal. There's no comfort. Doesn't mean it's uncomfortable, there's just nothing. Nothing good, nothing bad. And you're shielded from light and from judgment. Jackie's ending is good so far, I gotta say. Jackie hasn't said yet that he feels the appeal of drinking from a river that erases your past. And he hasn't said yet that he feels appeal of a place where everybody's equal and you're all shielded from light and judgment. That's the vibe I'm getting. The dead go there to be forgotten by the living, but they also forget, and then they turn to dust until there's nothing left. Dust and forgetfulness, everywhere and forever. Can you imagine that, Stella? Dust and forgetfulness. What a thought. This game's writing is so good. It's so character forward, which is so important. Okay, we're there. Just bring it in. See you on the other side, Stellars. Or not. I'm glad Jackie exists in the game. I'm glad I got to see Jackie, is what I should say. I'm glad I got to see Jackie's story. Jackie, like I said, Jackie reminds me of me at the worst parts of my life, which is sad for Jackie and makes me currently feel a lot of gratitude. I'm grateful I'm not in the place I was in the place of my life where I reflected or where I empathized with Jackie as much anymore. We got an achievement. Bring all releasable spirits to the Everdoor. What does that mean? Buck? What does that mean? No! Motherfucker. Listen, you can't be hungry. I just fed you. I'll give you another piece of food. Sure. I got cornbread on cornbread on cornbread. I tried to give you a hug. Sorry, Commander. My short rest has already been taken. Steam spoiled me on the game. I'm just kidding. I'm freaking out now because I know a couple characters that didn't quite make it to the door, and it makes me nervous. That's all. It makes me nervous. A crumpled letter from Jackie, a torn letter from Jackie, and a crossed out letter from Jackie. This game. A crossed out letter from Jackie. A letter with Jackie's handwriting. Most sentences are legible despite being heavily crossed out. I know I hurt you. I've been thinking. I feel terrible. I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can forget. I'm sorry. Dear Daria, I'm currently reading a book to deal with my anger issues. It says that the first step to getting better is to ask for forgiveness from the people you've hurt. I know it sounds stupid, but could you? The letter is torn here. A crumpled letter from Jackie. Hey Daria, what's up? I heard you've been doing better since Stella has taken over for me. I'm happy to hear it. The rest of this letter is blank. Oh. I also pulled up Jackie's Wikipedia page if you have any questions about how he was in life. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to talk to what was his reaction to relation to Stella in life, Evo? What was Jackie's spirit flower? It was the flower that's on his shoulder. It is a red dahlia. Okay, Buck, what are we up to? I don't really want to. Maybe I should just putz around the ocean until you get ready to say goodbye. What do I do here? Go here. I don't want to hear Alex's music, but I don't want to go too far either. Have the people who wrote this game written the other games? Yeah, people who made this game. What did they? Great question, Busters. Have they made other games? I do really like dahlias. They're really pretty. Let's go to sleep and see if if Buck has anything to say in the morning. Your inventory is full of food and you're still complaining about Buck being hungry? Right, but I only have so many comfort foods left. And I like to give Buck good food, you know? Because Buck's great and Buck deserves it because Buck is DMing for us. Buck did a lot of work to DM for us, you know? Buck deserves good food. All right, rise and shine, Buck. Guess we could go try and upgrade our boat with here. We need 1 gold ingot, some pine planks. Could sell a bunch of shit. Oh, we were gonna go to the one place. That's right. We were gonna go to Susan. Jackie supervised Stella at the hospital, and after he was fired, he lived on her couch before dying in a traffic accident. Cause of death is unknown, but it's suggested that it was self-inflicted, like being a pedestrian and not the driver. Wow. Oh, wait a second. They're the people making 33 Immortals? 33 Immortals is the like multiplayer online game. That was a weird way to phrase that. Where like 33 people playing a thing at once. That's strange. Didn't know that. I wouldn't have picked that necessarily, but I guess the 33 Immortals art style was maybe kind of similar. Oh my god, the multiplayer online game. Yeah, you know, the multiplayer online one. Oh, it's a game where there's multiplayer online. That game. It's a new thing that they're doing. Games have never had that before. Willow Whisper says, "I thought it could have been a carnation, and that would have been so cool story-wise." What do you mean? I don't know the carnation meaning or like subtext there. Willow Whisper. We watched the trailer for the game on stream. Yeah, I think the 33 Immortals thing was announced at the it was like Game Awards or one of the And then the next day we did a stream and we watched it. Yep. All right, let's talk to Susan. Carnations were a death grief meaning? Okay. I don't remember my Susan voice. What do you want? Get on with it already? I don't remember what your voice is. Claim a reward for fishing. Oh, great. While you were slaying fish left and right, I was doing something important. No, I'm not telling you. That would break my sacred oath as the collector. I'm duty-bound to take that secret to the great beyond. Leave my island. I've got more important things to do. So here's where we got. I'm gonna say this is probably about the end. 2 out of 4 figurines. 26 out of 33 fishing. All the gems. 12 out of 13 medals. Or ingots. Where are we at now? You're right, it doesn't matter. It's all pointless with you. Here's something. Consider it a token of my faith in you. Smithy upgrade. Interesting. 33 out of 103 dishes. I did so well there. What do we have here? Is that food? Is that a dish? You trying to cook something on that boat of yours? Are you a chef? Do you even have any cookbooks? The Everlight does everything for me. That's your answer for everything. You're a special kind of people, you Spiritfarers. Just because of that Everlight, you think you're so great. You don't know what it is to actually work. Why am I even taking my precious time to talk to you? Here it is. Remember, practice makes perfect. Not that you would ever know that. Susan, you sound a little bit miserable. Are you okay? That's our collections. That's all the collections. Ryan, I think you should play Jotun, especially as it's by these people. What is Jotun? I don't know that I know that one. It's just me and Buck on the ship. Kind of sad. I think it's funny you're still dressed up as Annie. I really don't often go for, like, fashion... Like, I don't really go for optional outfits in games. Like, I don't tend to change things up. Pronounced Jotun? Gotcha. Is there anyone else you'd like to tell me... You'd like me to tell you how they tie to Stella, or after you see credits? Honestly, Evo, I'm to the point right now where I'm willing to open up minus Buck and minus Stella's own ending. If you're currently watching stream and you're like, I really wanted to tell Ryan something about the game, or about this character, or about that, floor is yours. If there's something you really want me to try doing in the game as well, we're going from no backseating to... Light backseating, absolutely accepted. You can travel at night because of Lily. Oh, that makes sense. That does make sense. Hindsight, that one, 2020. That makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's any characters I have major question marks around still. What happened to Stella's brother? Do we know? Did we get any details on that? Also, what happened with Stella's marriage? Brother? Isn't the coin collection from Stella's brother? Like, is there any IRL? Like, is there any info about a brother? I thought she only had Lily as a sister. I think there's that scene where there's 3 people on bikes. And her brother's coin collection is one thing you can give up to Elena. And I didn't know if there was any more information about the brother. I thought maybe there would be eventually, but I don't know that there was. And then the marriage. The other thing is the ring. Third person in that scene is Gwen. Okay. Okay. There is a brother, though, right? Or am I insane? I don't know anything about brother and spouse, but I know they were mentioned. Gotcha. Okay, refresh my memory because it's been so long. Gwen was like childhood friend, right? I'm going over to YouTube so that I can look at Spiritfarer 1 to see what day that came out on YouTube. How did Gwen die? Spiritfarer 1 came out November 29th. All of December, January, February. It's been 4 months ago almost. 3.5 months. Gwen was bestie. Yeah. Gwen was bestie. Lung cancer for Gwen, and then cancer for Summer as well. I don't remember if I knew how Gwen died. I just couldn't remember. It's been so long since Gwen. Hope there's a mirror in that cell of yours because it's looking Gouda. I don't think I can technically upgrade something right now. I think I have to pay for a couple things here. Or I have to make a couple things here. And I need more money here. Go see if we can make some stuff while we wait on Buck. Cancer for Stanley as well. I don't know that I knew that, but that makes sense. Unfortunately, like, this is gonna sound bad. To me, like, how do I phrase this? It didn't matter so much how Stanley died, and just at the the age at which he died. Of course, it matters. It's just like to Summer, like Summer's way of death was a big part of the story that she tells you, which is what I mean by that. I wish I would have been there from the beginning. This is fun, and I'm worried you'll play games I don't want spoiled for me. That's such is the worry. Yeah, But hey, if I do, you can always go back to YouTube content, or you can go watch the videos later after you've played it. Katilla, did you find the Spiritfarer series on YouTube? Is that right? And then you caught up, and then you came here to streams? It's just listed as fatal disease in the wiki for Stanley. So then, do we know? Okay, here's my question. Stella and Gustav. Married or no? That one memory hints at them being interested in each other, or at least like I think that memory is like time abroad, interested in Gustav. Don't believe so. Somebody else then. 2 electrum sheets. Let's see if I can do those. We're just kind of hanging out. I hope that Buck is going to tell me before he leaves. I don't know what's going on with Buck. I'm scared. And some pine planks, which we can do over here. Okay. So not married to Gustav. It's interesting. Husband and brother are just kind of, just vaguely mentioned. Got it. Man, what a game this has been. What a game. I'm so glad I stuck with this game. Originally, it took me a little while to get into like the flow of playing it, and then because of that, I would forget things every time I opened up the game, and I'm sure those early days were a little bit of a struggle for people who really liked the game and were watching it. But I'm so glad we like figured out how to pay attention to it. I figured out how to pay attention to it in ways that make it a more valuable experience. And I'm glad the game has a good reputation for that reason, because I knew that it had a good reputation. I didn't really know a ton more than that. I've been keeping an eye on your on your YouTube since Breath of the Wild. I noticed Spiritfarer like 13 or 17 episodes in. And I was like, oh my god, why didn't I notice earlier? And then I played a fuck ton of hours and simultaneously watched you play until I was ahead of you. I think it made it to the Wheel of Games a couple times, the old Wheel of Games. I think you're right about that. I hope after I sleep tonight that Buck says something to me, because I'm a little bit nervous that I'm a little nervous just because I don't know what to do for Buck, and I'm nervous that he might not go to the door because the game said that. Let's go see if we can find Francis and sell a bunch of shit. Oh, that's interesting, llamas. Very interesting. I like that idea. I always thought it's weird how little that brother and husband were mentioned, and also that Elena presents giving up something that ties you to them as something hard, because you're like, I don't know these people. Because we don't know anything about them. Yeah, I will say, I at first really resisted. I would say it might be, how do I phrase this? It might be a boon that you know so little about them, because otherwise I think Elena's quest might be a real middle fucking finger to the player. I think it's less of a middle finger because you barely, like, I'm like, okay, I have to make a decision between some people that I don't really know. If you're going to ask me to give up something from Astrid, I would kick you off of my fucking boat. You know? Or like, if you're trying to get me to give up, like, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I might kick you off my motherfucking boat. We can sell all this. We can sell that. We can sell that. But yeah, I do think that's fair. I think that, like, sorry, I'm sitting here thinking. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Sell both of those. I can sell all kinds of shit here, I think, too. Oh my god, we're about to be rich. We're about to be so rich. We're just kind of playing around waiting on Buck to tell us something. I would have thought Elena if I had to pick between Astrid and a tool or something. Yeah, same. I'd have thrown some punches. Probably not, because Stella's a better person than me, but you know. I got 49 olives. I don't know why my brain is like this, but I kind of want a version of Spiritfarer where all you have to do is automate the boat. Why do I like automation games? Whoa, an anonymous gifter with the 5 gifted subs. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Did everyone else just have the same thought that I had? Wait a second. Anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Did cards? How does this work with our cards website? Okay, I think good news. I think good news. I don't think anyone gets the cards. I'm pretty sure all of those cards were there beforehand. If not, then it like doxes the person, which is weird. So I don't think the cards go to anyone. I need to ask Luke about that later. Anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the very generous gifting of 5 subs to chat. Thank you very much. That means the world. Whoever you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that the website I don't think doxed you, and I'm happy that I'm just mostly laughing that we all had the exact same thought. Okay, did we sell enough stuff here? I have a ton of empty bottles. Let's see here. Sell some sawdust for 10 each. We'll call that good. Oh, I might have to ask a front seat question about how to get Buck to move on if this doesn't happen. I'm nervous. Make an anonymous card collector account. That's a funny idea. Eva says I didn't get Elena, so I didn't even know that that Stella had a brother. Oh, I just got some mail. Okay. Looter Literaries Review. The front reads, to Adventurer First Order, Buck. Looter's Literary Review presents the first of the Crow's End Incorporated Lost Bounty. And remember, salt can be a treacherous foe when you are made of ice. See enclosed Portolan chart for reference. It came.
You have to check this out. Commander, I subscribed to this magazine a few weeks ago. It's Looter's Literary Review. What? Are you kidding me? You don't know what it is? It's just the most epic treasure hunting magazine out there. Every issue has a very difficult and fantastic riddle to find the lost treasures of the Crow's End Incorporated Trading Empire. They ferried goods from island to island.
One last adventure? This is like Ocean's 11. Brad Pitt and George Clooney are like, hey, one last gig? Let's do it. Before Raccoon Inc. became a merchant powerhouse, Crow's End reigned supreme. Of course, Theodore Raccoon started ambushing Crow's End vessels out of pure mercantile spite. The company collapsed after a few months of constant attack. The wreckage still haunts our sea to this day. Entire shipments of valuables lost at sea and never recovered, until now. The answers are all here. One Crow's End Incorporated treasure chart per issue. That's the promise. The rest of the magazine is articles about living off the land, fighting your dreams when sleeping. It even has it even has ads for crystals and dragon eggs. Pretty great magazine. Guy who writes it is called Casper Crayford. Obviously, it's a pseudonym to protect himself from fans and Raccoon Inc. Anyway, I just got my first issue. There's an article on secret airwaves that can cook food in seconds. Take a crack at the riddle. Talk to Buck? Wait. I just did, I thought. Bucky just disappeared again. What are you doing? Wait. What an adventure. And look at that. You got a Portolan chart, which is basically a pretty looking treasure map. That'll help you find the treasure more easily. I can't do the voice right now. My throat hurts. It's an old map, so it might not be that easy. You can use it with the projector in the archive room. Go try it. Okay. First, let me buy some shit from from Albert. Oops. Here. I love how this references that one random spirit in Crow's End. Are you hungry? I know a great place to eat. It's called the desert. It's famous for its sand, which I'm sure you'll like. Rah, 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 rah. Oh, Albert. I'm going to miss this game, and I'm not going to miss your frickin' jokes, you little shit. Boat size. Let's get bigger. No, I don't have enough money for that. Fuck me. Never mind. Oh, I don't know where my second electrum sheet went either. Shit. That's an explanation for the crates. I just pieced that together right now. Willow Whisper. Forgot to do this one right here. Hi, Boblin Goblin. Bye, Boblin Goblin. Keep yourself spoiler free for sure. Have a great weekend. All right, last electrum sheet. Cool. Now here's the next question. Thanks for the sub, Freya. Oh, let's go, Freya. Let's go, Freya. Here's the next question. Do I have any, like, bottles worth of glims? Lightning in a bottle. Bottles. Nope. I kind of want to randomly get one more upgrade here. Listen, I don't know why. It's just on my mind. Come here, Francis. I'm going to sell some more shit. I need like 51,000 gold or something like that. Glims, I should say. While we're driving, we'll go... then we'll come back and get both. And I'm going to go look at the archiver. Let's see here. The Portalon chart, number 1. Okay. X marks the spot. Okay.
Wow, what a great riddle. I bet you won't figure it out. I know where to look, but I've taken an oath. The looter's oath, which states never talk about looting with another looter. You're on your own for this one, Stella. But Buck's the one who's taken that oath. Let me find the voice. 1 second.
Arr! Ahoy there, matey. Old Johnny Silverleg is right here by me maiden's side, hoisting the mainsail. As an humbled buccaneer, I could never disobey me captain.
Oh my god, Buck took the oath. But roleplay is a way to get around it.
These Crow's Ink treasures are an old corsair's dream. If you ever need it, I can offer up me cartography knowledge. Arr!
Arr! All right, what's worth selling here? We need lots of money, lots of money, lots of money. I think this is the last day of my sub. Means I've made it to balls in exactly 1 month. Oh my god. Well done. I could sell all this random food. I have so many grain salads I can sell. None of us are going to be eating this where we're going. Unfortunately. I can sell you a bunch of metal rope. And zinc. And gold. How much did I say I needed? I think that's plenty. Do you have a specific time you need to be off today, or are you planning to be done? Not exactly. No. What time do you think I'll be done, Evo? My goal was to be off by like 2, but I took a long time playing connections, and then we opened cards, and now I'm having fun just kind of slowly getting there in the game. And I'm wondering if there's going to be a bunch of treasures. The other thing I need to figure out is where exactly this thing is. Depends on how many quests you're planning on doing. I'm just planning on doing the end of Buck. That's it. So I'll need to figure out exactly where that is. But he can also give me clues. I'm not necessarily seeing it here. Are you still thinking of doing a co-working stream this weekend? I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this weekend, and I want to give you guys a good enough notice about when I'll do it. So hopefully maybe next week, but also maybe not, because next week is already getting busy with... I have a lot of fun streams planned. I've been thinking more about the... I've been thinking about the co-working stream for sure. But I don't think it's going to happen this weekend. Okay. Boat goes faster. Great. Boat is immense. I'm not even going to listen to your joke. Yeah. Okay, Buck, let's talk with you because I'm a little bit confused about where exactly this is supposed to be. I thought maybe I would immediately recognize it on the map, and I did not. So let's chat with you. So hungry? Listen, you can't possibly be that hungry. Can I give you grilled mushrooms? Commander, I have some snacks. Do you want some? Sure. Give me food. That's great. Wait, but where am I supposed to go? I have the coordinates. Honestly, Evo, I will take them because I'm a little bit confused. And I could probably run back and forth and try and solve it. But there's a dip. And then... But there was also like a piece of land that had two things. Negative 71, 180. Negative 71. Right there. Negative 71. $180. Okay, I probably wouldn't have got that one. Okay. Thank you. Go. Can I give a vague hint about a hint you already have? Absolutely. What's up? This might have been asked already, but who's been your favorite character? Purely design, purely how they're written, their personalities, and then overall? Here's how I would answer that question, Busters. Design, I'm not sure. I'll think about that one. My favorite ending has been Gustav's. My favorite character to have on the boat has been Atul, probably, with a couple other mixtures thrown in there, like Buck. And maybe favorite overall, it'll depend on how Buck's ending goes. Atul's ending breaks my heart, but he was so much fun on the boat. Gustav on the boat was not my favorite, but Gustav's ending speaks to me. So those are both like great on their own front. And then we'll see. The map description has a where is the map? Has a description? Oh. Where is it? Do you want to know my favorite mood perk? Absolutely. Also, here's my other question. What are Elena's mood perks? What is Elena's like best mood perk? Because if it is what I think it is, I'm gonna riot. Oh, interesting, Carly. I did not like Gustav at all. There was actually a bit of discourse about it in the disability community when the game first launched, so much so that the devs apologized and said they were going to tweak dialogue. I don't know if they ever did it, though. Interesting. I will need to look more up about that. At least there. Go negative 71, 180. When Gustav is super happy, he whips out a kitchen counter and starts making sushi. Time says muffins are in the oven. Mistakes were made. What kind of muffins did you make, Time? Who's my favorite character from pure design? Maybe like Summer, but maybe like Bruce and Mickey have a very like, their art style is really fun. Treasure. But other pure design. Water retaining soil, a garden and a field upgrade. Interesting. Interesting. I like the design of Stanley. Oh, great pirate captain, what a marvelous find. In the ice, no less. Many captains have perished in such conditions, not ye. No need to walk the plank, R. Now we just have to wait for the next issue. Hopefully it has more articles about seagulls. Oh no, we're going to be sitting here waiting on the mail. Well, that's funny. Well. Yeah, that makes sense, Carly. Mushroom Boyo. Remember when I asked it depended on how many quests you wanted to do? Here's my question, Evo. Do these looting things unlock... How do I phrase this? Evo, is there a way to say goodbye to Buck? Or front seat question for anybody? No? So Buck will just stay on the ship? There's definitely a conversation he's not had with you. Okay. Does the conversation get unlocked by doing more of these looting things? Or time passing or something? You'll have to be alone with him for a while. So it's just like a matter, it just eventually happens? Okay, gotcha. Okay, next question. Is there a ability to continue playing after you complete the Stella's Last Voyage request? Yes or no? Yes. Cool. Sweet. And then here's what we'll do. This is goodbye. What we're gonna do is do Stella's Last Voyage and probably call that the series. And probably call that the game. Maybe I'll come back another time, but I think that's a great place to call it that. We got what we needed from Buck, and if there's another conversation, maybe we'll come back for it. And you know, and maybe we won't. Maybe I will in my own time, something like that. But we're gonna give you some popcorn.
Glorious. Your humble servant accepts your gift of comfort with much deference, Commander. And as much as his taste buds cast a salivate spell in delectation, his stomach lost its initiative roll. This is so good.
07's for Buck. I was in dire need of a spirit heal. My mana was low. All right. We're going to head to the Everdor for the last time, guys. And we'll call this the end. Tony says you had me panicking. So it's Mother's Day this Sunday in the UK. I also did the mental math. I was like, uh-oh. But no, it's just in the UK. Or not in the United States, at least. I'm going to miss this ship. I'm going to miss it a lot. The ghost boat, the USS. We're going on a trip in our favorite Spiritfarer ship. Cruising through the mist. Spiritfarer. I'm gonna miss it. I have loved this little game. It's been a really good time, and I've loved the writing of the characters. It's been such a gift, and I thank you all for being along for the ride, for bringing your thoughtfulness to the characters, your lack of your patient lack of front seating, your patient tamas. All of your hug emotes, absolutely. One last round of hugs in the chat. I think we may get one here in just a second too. Yeah, and your patience with a game that has taken us a lot longer than I thought it was originally going to take, and I've loved a lot of it. I've loved all of it. So. It's been a very special game. I'm so happy we played it before Megan and I have a kid, because that's, you know, it's been a gift too. It's made me think a lot, and it's made me feel a lot, which is the greatest gift that art can give you. So we're gonna, from this point onwards, there is no turning back. You want to continue? Yes. And also, I'm so sorry to the people who could not be here for the finale today. I'm thinking of Julia. I'm thinking of others who, oh, they couldn't be here for the finale. But paddling alone, but not alone. We have Daffodil. We have these butterflies, Lily. Paddling alone is weird. Danny will be home tomorrow. I'm thinking of Danny. I miss Danny. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone else, but this game gives me a booky vibe. Yeah, no, it's definitely like, yeah, I would say like literary in style. Just swung by. How's the fair? It's spirited. We're ending the game right now. We're just about to say goodbye. Game is the only game to make me openly sob, and it was right here in this silence, where I finally lost it at the dining room of my parents' house at like 1 a.m. Aww. I don't know of a game that's brought me so consistently to tears. That's the thing. I mean, The Last of Us is the answer to that question. But otherwise, I think it's probably about as consistently to tears as any other game, or more so than any other game. It's just so hopeful too. It's such a hopeful game on super hard topics, but it's just like, and that might not be the right word, or that might mean something different to you, but to me, the care they give to the characters and to your relationships to them describes hope in a way that's cool for me. But yeah, I found it very comforting. Yeah, and it's so I would say one last thought, which is that how do I phrase this? This game is so concerned with the different ways we form meaningful relationships, or another word for that, the ways we love. And that, like I've said a million times, like I've said a lot of times up to this point, is a ambitious thing that is scary when not done right. And I think it has been done really, really well. It's really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. Press E. Aww. Today is 7 years to the day since Megan got Kingsley for... Today is Kingsley's Gacha Day, by the way. Since Megan rescued Kingsley today. 7 years. Oh. Best boys Gacha Day it is. Yep. He's probably napping. He's probably drooling somewhere downstairs. Aww. Big hat and Daffodil. Spiritfarer. Voices? Let it go. Accomplish your last objective.
Flowing through the seas of time, memories that were left
Aw.
behind bring us closer to the end of this journey where we grew as friends. Take me through the mist and storms in waters that are still unknown. Under guiding starlit sky, we will learn how to say goodbye. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But I know we will remember. And I'll take your hand and guide you through all the steps one takes to move on to a place, a world unseen to us all. But it's okay, we'll be together, my friend.
Aw. That was really lovely. Holy cow. That was really cool. What a game. What a game. You can see the constellations. The list of In Memoriam also got me Siege for sure. Would you like some info on Buck, the idea behind his character, why he stays on the boat? I love that. Sure. Absolutely. Why he stays on the boat? Now you're making me think. Does Buck become our next Spiritfarer? I found Buck's last convo dialogue and sent it to you on Discord. Oh, you're the best. Thank you, Evo. Thank you, thank you. Stella, look, I have something to tell you. Now that there are only the two of us in here, you might have guessed already, but yeah, I can't really go through the Everdoor. It's really hard to explain. I love that I was like, we got to keep Buck on this boat for as long as possible. And Buck was like, I'm staying on the boat as long as possible. My guess would be that I've already been through it in a weird, strange way. See what I mean? Sorry to break it to you, but I don't think there is more to it. You, me, us, this world. Listen, I really don't want to push you towards it. Frack, no. But, you know, I think you should try accepting your fate. I'm really not one to give you advice, far from it. Funny thing, I don't even know if I accepted it myself. My presence here might give us a clue. That being said, if you say, I'll try to entertain you to the best of my abilities, but there is not much I can do, you know? As if I were somehow limited, as if an invisible barrier existed in me too. I kind of feel it, you know? Sorry, Commander, I'm really sorry. Oh, I wonder what the subtext, what the meaning of that is. Not a subtext, what the meaning of that is. Based on a friend of a dev who died at 18, he's already moved on, and his spirit on the boat represents his life. His life unlived. What does that mean? Buck's constellation is actually in the sky throughout the game already? Really? He's living the life he didn't get to have. Okay. Buster says this is a perfect example of a game that I love that Ryan played. Sorry. I love that Ryan played, as it's a game I'd never be able to play myself, but also the gameplay and added depth Ryan gives to this kind of game makes it so much more for me. I hope that makes sense. Can I say, Buster, this is a great example, a perfect example of the type of game I'm so happy I played with people. Because I think playing this game alone, that's one way to do it. But like we read that comment yesterday, right? Yesterday? 3 days ago? Whatever. Like, to me, my understanding and experience of games of this game in particular has been so much stronger or better or deeper or wider than it would have otherwise been by sharing it and checking it out with by hearing from you guys, by hearing your takes on that, you know? That's the Spider-Man meme for me. Checking in, did you manage to make it to the finale? We just did. Evo, thank you for finding that and sending that to me. I can understand that through the dialogue from Buck. I've already been through it in a weird, strange way. There's a line drawn in the sand. I've done all of the moving on of the life that I had, and now this is something extra. Buck's also the only spirit who was already in animal form when you met him. I never thought about that. Not once. Not once. That's going to do it for Spiritfarer. If you're watching this on YouTube later, thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. I've loved this game, and if you've watched 40 hours of it, I hope you have as well. Thanks for being patient with me when I didn't get things. It means the world, truly. And thanks for checking out the series and hanging out with us. If you like this game and thoughtful character-based stuff, I don't know, everybody recommend a YouTube series or recommend somebody else's series. I don't care. You don't have to recommend one of my series. I would say The Last of Us. It's a game I really love, heavily character-based, and which I cried at a lot. Other games, we played Hades, which is not all that similar, but I cared a lot about the characters in that game. What Remains of Edith Finch is a great one in terms of trying really hard to figure out the fates of characters. That's a great recommendation. We'll call that there. Thanks for watching. See ya.